One moment. You look familiar. One moment. You look familiar.
One moment. You look familiar. The only mistake here belongs to you. You're a wanted man, and there's no way I'm letting... Good enough. I'll just remove any stolen goods on you.
Glover Mallory is a wonder with a hammer and anvil.
What news do you bring from Fort Frostmoth? I had my suspicions that he was undead. How else could he have survived for over 200 years? It's a shame. There are quite a few tales of General Carius's exploits, including the founding of Raven Rock. Councillor Morvain told me to give this to you if you made it back in one piece. And you got rid of General Carius. Better than a soldier's pay, so you should be thankful. I'm sorry to bother you, but Second Councillor Rano asked me to come find you. He said it's quite urgent. All he wanted me to do is track you down and send you to him. Look, this is important. Even more important than wiping out the Ash Spawn. Please, go speak to the Second Councillor as soon as possible.
This may be the frontier, but we've still got rules. Break them, you wind up in the prisons. Obey our laws, or suffer the consequences. There's nothing beyond the bulwark except wild nords and ash wastes. If you're looking for supplies, talk to Fethis. He'll set you up with whatever you need. Plenty of work in Vermont if you're looking.
Thank you for coming. After everything you've already done for Raven Rock, I hate to ask for more, but I can't risk Councillor Morvain being killed. The Ulan family of House Lalu, a rival great house, has placed... It's a private matter. Let's just say they seek revenge. The problem is I don't have any solid proof that anyone from House Lalu is hidden among us. Only my suspicions. Now that's just ridiculous. As second councillor, it's my responsibility to protect Councillor. I'm afraid that one day I'll awaken and discover him dead. And I don't... I do. Raven Rock is a small settlement, so it's hard to accomplish anything. If any of them is from House Lalu, I wouldn't be able to make a move without them knowing. I had a feeling you'd... I need the best. If he provides you any leads, check them out before bringing them to my attention. I can't afford to make any mistakes. I maintain a few contacts. Most hail from most of them, sending the occasional... However, any traitors, the lot of them. Their collaboration with the Empire may have given them unrivaled political and economic strength, but their hearts weren't with the Dunmer people. Lalu, having past ties to the... They had welcomed the Empire with open arms and benefited from it. When everything was said and done, they were no longer recognized as a great house and were dismissed from the council. Their collaboration with the Empire may have given them unrivaled political and economic strength.
Just remember who's in charge around here.
The mine's open, people are... Well, well. Azura knows he needs all the help he can get. He's been chasing the Ulans for years. No. I just think he's going about this the wrong way. Actually, I do. If you want to catch those slippery slaughterfish, you need to let them come to you. There's an Ulan ancestral tomb near the temple. Someone's been leaving ash yam offerings on the altar. If you were to wait inside for whomever that is, what makes you think? Anytime Adril and the Redoran Guard made a move, the Ulans must have been one step ahead. You can thank me if it works. Until then, I'd head to the tomb and wait. How do you think? It's a blessing. I've got regular paying customers again. Thirsty workers at the end of the day, and more coin than I can count. Safe travels, Outlander.
If you need a ride back to the mainland, Jalin's the only way off this rock.
Excuse me. I didn't realize there was anyone else here. I presume the same thing you're doing, leaving an... Forgive my surprise. It's just that I wouldn't expect that sort of behavior from someone who isn't... Since there aren't any Ulans left on this island, I've taken it upon myself to leave the traditional offering. What kind of I'm simply honoring a fellow departed dun. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to meditate a bit. Please, I don't wish to be disturbed while I'm meditating.
Keep moving.
I hope Geldis proved useful. Telesu. Are you sure? So Geldis' plan worked, eh? Every time we tried it, no one would ever show up. If Telesu's involved in any sort of plot to harm Councillor Morvain, I'm going to need hard evidence to prove. I'm not kicking down anyone's door until I have solid... If you're wrong about Telesu, things would quickly go downhill around here, and the real culprits might slip away. I can't afford for... If you have evidence that it places your life in peril, I would expect you to do whatever you must to keep yourself alive. Here, this key should open the front door of the manor in case they've locked it. Good luck. Be careful. If the Severans have betrayed us...
Is
What
someone
was that?
there? For House Lalu. For Villa I'll scatter your ashes myself. Here's a planet ruined! House Lalu. Heaven's revenge!
Did you? Then we finally have them. All that remains now is chasing them down and bringing them to justice. Good. I'm going to send 2 of the best Rerenn Guard we have to take them down. See that you do. We can't afford to let these traitors slip away. Villa Ulen wasn't the first Ulen to live in Raven Rock. His father, Valen Ulen, was one of the first Dunmer to settle here. Unlike when Valen died, his family provided.
someone there?
I knew it!
Never should have.
Do your
No sign of him. I knew it!
Someone there? Wait!
Is someone there? I knew You'll have to do better. No sign of him. Someone there. Over here. Come back. I join you in death. I'll have your head.
here in his shrine, that they have forgotten. Here do we toil.
We don't get Tel Mithrin. It's the home of Master Neloth. You may have heard of him. He's a famous Telvanni wizard. No, Talvis is in Moro. Master Neloth. Why are you out here?
I don't think...
to be in the tower assisting
Yes,
Master Neloth?
I'm trying.
Until next
I'm just
time.
having trouble deciphering Master Neloth's handwriting. I don't mean to be rude, but I need to concentrate. Why won't this summoning work? If you must know, I am trying to get this... Need something? This is Master Neloth's... You've House Tel... Master Neloth. Not so much... I am Master Neloth. Well, to be honest, even so, I pick up a lot from just watching him.
Master Neloth has tasked Alenia with repairing the tower. Why aren't you doing this in the lab, where it would be safer for all of us?
The lab is too small. Also, I need the ashy soil. Master Neloth knows what I'm doing. No need to bother him about it, though. He's quite busy at the moment.
It's on your head if something goes wrong. Just let me get back inside
No,
first.
Ash Guardian. Maybe the book has something. Another order. No, etheric order. I think that's right. One day I will inherit his power. It will all...
Well, what happened? Were you able to track down Vendel? Out with it! Then, what of the Redoran Guard I sent to assist you? Damn it. I was hoping to protect our people by sending them. To think that Vendel would stoop so low as to hire those fetchers. I'm glad you... Wonderful. Simply wonderful. Councillor Morvain will be quite pleased when he hears about this. Follow...
Glover Mallory's the name. The finest weapons and armor. Bring your weapons and armor to me. I'll fix it up right.
Can I help you? Mallory over at the Iron Farm should be still mixing potions if you're seeking that sort of thing. Far west end of town. Misery? I'll give you misery. Try getting assigned to scrape net scum off the front of a bulwark.
I believe Councillor Morvain wants to speak to you.
Councillor Morvain is the only reason Raven Rock has survived all these years. You should pay your respects.
I believe Councillor Morvain wants to speak to you.
What you've done for me, for all of Raven Rock, goes far beyond what I would have expected from a traveler to our town. For this, you have my deepest gratitude. Now, I'm certain Adril was prepared to reward you appropriately. However, since a bit of coin hardly seems like enough, I've decided to provide something more substantial. Since the Severin family, or whoever they were, turned out to be criminals. As Counselor, I hereby award you Severin Manor and everything contained within. You've earned your citizenship here, and I hope you'll consider staying with us as a member of our community.
I can't thank you enough for reopening.
The mines are open and the ebony has begun. Do I? What a I'm not even sure. I can picture. With the mines open, Raven Rock has become a significant colony of the Dunmer people again. I've been able to convince my superiors at House Redoran to send me the resources that they've been denying, now that we're deemed more important. Soon, we'll have a steady supply of workers and materials to keep things going for years to come. You've never heard of... We're the mightiest of the great houses, and we lead the council. This isn't Skyrim, Outlander. A group of powerful and influential Dunmer families have been ruling Morrowind for... They embody a council made up of 5 great houses. Well, of course, with 4 other houses on the council, someone has to keep the rabble organized. Our house leads the council by virtue of our preeminence in battle, wisdom, and ancestry. Yes. I imagine it would to someone not of our people. If you're interested in pursuing the subject, help yourself to any of the historical volumes in my... Solstheim is theoretically under my rule, but without revenue from the mine, I lack the resources to actually govern anything but Raven Rock itself. Not that there's much beyond the confines of our town anyway. Well, there's a small enclave of Nords to the north in Skal Village. They pretty much keep to themselves. Then there's... Other than that, Solstheim is crawling with bandits and reeklings. But that's to be expected living in a frontier like this. With the mines open, Raven Rock has become a significant colony of the people again.
If it wasn't for the bulwark, we'd be digging our houses out beneath the ash by